To draw the Lewis structures of ionic compounds, you need to use the periodic table, identify the number of valence electrons for each element, and then determine for the metal how many electrons will be transferred to the nonmetal, and if it's an even ratio. So you first need to also determine your chemical formula so we can determine how many metals and how many nonmetals to draw in your picture. Sodium has 1 valence electron. Chlorine has 7 valence electrons, 1 on each of the 4 sides before it pairs up with a double set of electrons for 7 total valence electrons around chlorine. Then notice the sodium is able to give up 1 valence electron, and it'll transfer this 1 valence electron to the chlorine. So now chlorine will have 8 valence electrons around it, and sodium has none. That's why sodium is a +1 charge, and that chlorine is a -1 charge because of the transfer of 1 electron from sodium, and it allows sodium to fall back on a previously full orbital of 8 valence electrons, and now chlorine has a total of 8 valence electrons around it, and it gained 1 electron to have a -1 charge. So because it's a 1 and 1 charge, when we cross over ones, we don't write it in the formula, and that's why the actual formula for sodium chloride here is just NaCl. Number 1, lithium and fluorine. So from the periodic table, find lithium, that it's in the first column, so it has 1 valence electron. And then fluorine is in the 7th tall column to have 7 valence electrons. So that allows lithium to transfer its 1 valence electron to fluorine to be a +1 charge, and for fluorine to gain that electron to be a -1 charge. So the formula when you cross over a 1 and 1 is going to be just LiF, and the name is going to be lithium fluoride. So continue on the rest of the worksheet, looking up your elements, number of valence electrons they have, and adding your electron dots around your symbol for your number of valence electrons, and show the metal transferring those valence electrons to the nonmetal. And if you have more than one of a metal or more than one of a nonmetal, you will need to draw those. For example, in magnesium and bromine on number 4, you have magnesium that's in the 2nd tall column with 2 valence electrons, bromine that's in the 7th tall column with 7 valence electrons. And so magnesium can give up 1 valence electron to satisfy the need of bromine to fill up there, and that's bromine is full. So once it gives up that 1 valence electron, it still has 1 left. So bromine, there has to be another bromine that this other electron could go to. So each bromine should have 7 valence electrons when you do your Lewis dot. So that allows this one to donate to there to a second bromine. So the formula for magnesium, since it's in the 2nd tall column, is magnesium is a +2 charge. Bromine is in the 7th tall column, it has a -1 charge. So when you cross over, the subscript is going to be MgBr2 to give you magnesium bromide as the name. So you got to show more than one of any one of the elements because you've got a subscript that says there's a 2 on the bromine. You have to draw 2 bromines and only 1 magnesium and show that those 2 electrons that bromine has to give up have got to go to 2 separate bromines in which each bromine can receive 1 valence electron to satisfy the octet rule of every item that's in the compound.